Alright, apologies for being late on the being late. Annoying stuff. So, I don't know, you probably don't know it, but, me and my dad have been doing, carnivore. And, well, lately he's been feeling not so well, and, we might even stop doing carnivore because of that. But, today we had a skirt steak, and, I was making it, and it turned out all tough and chewy. And yeah, I realized you're supposed to cut against the grain, and but it wasn't cutting either way. And then I remembered that usually skirt steak has like the silver skin thing on the back, like sort of like ribs do, and that you have to remove it. And I didn't remember that's what I was looking at because before we'd actually bought these from Aldi, and Aldi's meat is okay usually, but so we bought the skirt steak, and since I didn't remove the silver skin, we made it basically in, inedible, and so tossed it out just because. Yeah, and it was just my fault for not doing what you're supposed to do when you prepare it, because I didn't remember. I didn't remember doing it because the last couple, like I said, the last couple of times it didn't actually have a silver skin on it, and so we didn't have to pull it off. And so, um, and I didn't realize what I was looking at when I looked at it, and it's just like, I don't know, annoying. And so we broke down. We just ate some ramen. Mostly just Dad's been feeling kind of bad anyways, and he doesn't like the idea of eating meat, mostly meat and whatever anymore. So we did that. So I was late because we had to come up with something to eat because I had screwed up the dinner basically. So so yeah, so now I'm starting at 12, and of course I'm starting late because I didn't come in here before. I ate dinner and stuff or lunch. We eat like two meals instead of three, so it's like brunch or whatever you want to call it. It's our it's our first meal, and our second meal is later in the day. But so yeah, I was late there. I haven't like posted like I gotta post a link to the chat here um in various places, and I guess I'll just do it while I'm working. So because we're late now, 15 minutes late. So I'm actually going to go from 12 to 1:30, and so I still have most of my time. And apologies for that. And tomorrow, I'm going to make sure I'm on everything, make sure I'm early and on time and getting to work. So, anyways, thanks for bearing with me. If there's anybody left in here, and apparently there isn't. There might be, but it doesn't look like it. So, okay. With that out of the way, let's get started here, right? So I'm gonna get started, and what are why is that having a problem reloading? Darn it! I'm sure streaming's fine. Yeah, that's fine. It's just the restream is having trouble reloading for some reason. Anyways, so yeah. Okay, well, welcome back, and we're going to try to let's go ahead and open. Uh, I'll uncover the camera in a second. It's not like it really matters that much, anyways. I know. I guess sometimes people like to have a face to go with the voice sometimes, and maybe it gets more people to look at it if my face is in there. Maybe that's a thing I should do in the thumbnails. I should make sure to pay attention to the thumbnails. Um, I don't know. I don't know if there's a consistency thing or what. Okay, alright. We're not doing anything with older projects anymore. And we are... Okay. Zanzibar the Great. Okay. Princess Great Escape. Zanzibar's Last Show. And there's only going to be like a chapter in between there, huh? I guess. Okay, so I think I'm going to do what I did the last time with the werewolf deal. I'm going to take both chapters, and I'm going to take each of their story beat, their pages, and then do them as one story arc, and then decide where to divide up, um, where to put the decision points in. At least one for each chapter, maybe no more than two decision points, two splits. Okay, so let's do that. Let's pull up a text editor here, and let us go ahead and I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to copy this text. Zanzibar the Great. I'm just going to copy the actual page text, the story beats, whatever you want to say. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to the next one. There's only one chapter between them. I wonder if I should somehow move it up. It kind of depends where Max is. Yeah. So I don't know. For the foreseeable future, it's still going to be boring like this. I'm not putting up any. I'm going to put up a video on the side or anything right now. I need to completely rethink or redesign how I do this stuff here. So we'll see. Um, Pardon me for messing with my nose again. It's just I get allergies and all kinds of crap all the time. So I'm gonna try not to be gross. Okay, so let's see what do we got here? Collect some tax money. Okay, so I copied that, and let's go ahead and paste. Actually, travels to view villages. That's probably last. Okay, let's go. Let's go ahead and we'll split the. We're gonna split the chapters here, and I gotta read over this, and then I gotta see something here. Four. We have 4 and 5 here. Okay, let's just read over this, and we'll see where we'll have to do something here. Um. Okay, actually, let me do my first thing here. Let's see. Let's go to communities on X. No, I forget communities. Switched over to the more menu, and we're gonna open Redot, indie games, and Game Dev Brothers of Christ. Okay, and I am gonna essentially copy. Let's actually copy the text here. Copy. Okay, and then I can go ahead and post, and I can paste it. Paste. But I can say it's going to be 241, right? Episode 241, part 1. And the bar. Great. Link here. 241 part 1, Zanzibar the Great. Link here. And then let's go ahead and put that on the new line. Just leave it like that. And I'll just copy this. We'll see. And I'll post it. Just give me a quick second. And let's go ahead and close that. Go ahead and post here. Paste that. P1. Okay, we're gonna post that to Indie Games, and then Game Dev Brothers in Christ. We're gonna post here. Paste. Ep. 241 part 1 here. Post. Okay. Okay, we got that taken care of, and let's go back to my notifications, and then back to normal. Building Enchanted. Why? I don't remember moving that video tab. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, back to this, and hmm. You know, okay. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have something interesting to look at on here later. So this is just gonna be boring stuff. Whatever. I gotta go through this now, and we will. I don't care if it's boring or whatever. I'm to develop this like I should develop it, and then maybe later on I will start being more, I don't know, visually minded somehow. Okay. Anyways, in our realm, Cerulia, Zanzibar the Great, magician, con artist, and thief, managed to escape the police into the lands. Zanzibar then does a few tricks for the first few locals he sees in some random village. Zanzibar gets his crow covers to steal from locals. Zanzibar does more shows in a few other villages. Max attends one of his shows, but Courage managed to steal from Max without his notice. Okay. Max leaves the last show Zanzibar put on, but on the road discovers his money is gone. Max catches up to Zanzibar in another village, and then confronts him after a show and makes a deal with him. Max helps Zanzibar with larger productions in exchange for doing some tax collection for Max. Uh, really, what he's doing is going to abduct the audiences. Zanzibar doesn't really know this, though. Zanzibar travels to a few villages and collects some tax money, and then puts some of the money he's collected in his own pocket. Okay. A little stealing there. Max is in the mines overseeing the quicksilver extraction when a messenger comes up and speaks quietly to him. Max finds out Zanzibar is stealing from the taxes, but doesn't know where Max hides it yet. Unbeknownst to Zanzibar, Max had his guards. Uh, Max had his guards searching everywhere for Zanzibar's money. They finally find his stash in his hotel room in the Grand Enchanted Landing and take it. Max uses Zanzibar's shows to abduct more citizens and tourists for his mines as he goes from village to village. Uh, Max proposes one final big show in the hotel. Since has enough people for his mines, Zanzibar agrees to Max's proposal because he feels he has enough money to live like a king now. At the Grand Chandelier, Max tells Zanzibar that he knows he's been stealing and that this is his last show. Zanzibar performs his whole show, and then Corvus steals money from the audience as usual. Just then, Max yells that he took all of his money and then walks away towards his private train. The crowd angrily looks towards Zanzibar and starts chasing him. Zanzibar distracts the crowd with a few cheap tricks and escapes out the back with his loot. And that's the last we hear about Zanzibar for a little while. Okay, so apologies if I'm not, putting anything interesting on here. But let me file, save as. We're gonna save this the same place we saved the werewolf thing, and which is the. Let's go into favorites. Let's go into Enchanted Lands. Let's go into design documents. What did I? Oh. I'd already. All right, cancel. New. Open. Oh, where's the recents? What? Come it doesn't have a recent deal here. All right, fine. Doesn't really matter, does it? Design documents. Ah, I see. So the only thing that I did was, okay, let's close that. Close without saving. All right. I think this is a better break, anyways. So, and I might recompress these into more of a deal. So so basically, this is still following. Of course, that means we have 4 and we have 5 and 4, which is not a bad thing, but um, I don't know. If I keep everything to 8, just because it makes sense as far as the kind of 3-act structure thing, beginning, middle, and end, and all that. But this is the midpoint. I mean I can leave it as 5 if it seems like it warrants it. But right, this is the inciting incident. This is the first deal here. And this is where we're introduced to Zanzibar, and then uh, the first plot point here is the first plot point is where he steals from Max, and then Max figures it out, right? Then right, that's the first plot point there, and yeah, that's fine actually. Max leaves the last show. Did I already do a lot of Zanzibar stuff in? I bet I did, huh? Let me check something here. We're gonna run another instance here, and I'm gonna open the old project because I forgot, because I there's some stuff I did here and it was arranged slightly differently. I wonder if well, I don't know. Maybe Zanzibar. Oh, I can't even find Zanzibar's deal here. Okay, let's actually go to the files then. Let's open this new tab. let's go ahead and check out room. No, no. We're gonna check in older projects. Back to and uh, what do I need to do here? Yeah, so sorry, this is just gonna be kind of a boring one today. Um, See, I already have 5 people, and I only posted it on X, and I don't even think that many people saw that on X. Thank you all for joining, anyways. Uh, and let me do something real quick here. Let's go ahead and remove that. Oh, Control C. There we go. And we're gonna copy this, Control C, and I'm gonna paste that in here. Okay, and we're just gonna go ahead and put these in here each time, streams. And yep, it'll be my weekly posting because it's Monday. What's your stuff? Okay, I'm gonna hide that one. That. It's up promo, okay. And Game Cloud and Streaming Senpai, your streaming community, whatever. And self promo. Streaming right now. Link in self promo. Okay. And I'll go ahead and post that in here too. There we go. And there we go. Okay. All right, let's go back to the deal. Now, okay, so I'm gonna go to the old rooms here, and we're okay. So the Cerulean ones. Let's just open these here. One text editor. It's part of the great. This is John. Let's go backwards, I guess. Okay. Before returning to his own realm, Zanzibar makes him do magic after going step through it. See, I already have this. This is location 3, which is Cerulean. Location 3. Okay. Left askew. See, I got a lot of the Zanzibar ones, so I can actually use some of this. I have to figure out which ones to use. These are actually existing pages. Okay. Really 7, 6, 5. Okay, so 5 is okay. So Cerulean 6 starts with Zanzibar's deal. Okay. So um so I need to go and coordinate that with the old thing. So let's find Cerulean Cerulean 5. Okay. Let's go to Cerulean 6. Now, where is 6 here? Aha. Zanzibar the Great. So the question is 6 through through 9. Okay. Then this is random villages. And random villages 5, 9. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit tricky. I mean, it's not real tricky, but it's a little bit tricky because of the ones that I have to copy over and then to convert. And I don't know how many there are in there, so I'll have to copy them over and then decide. Huh. I'm not going to start from scratch for sure. I mean, I was proud of getting this done. Coin doubling magic. Now, so random villages 5 through 9, and then the first random villages. Then we got Cerulean 6, right? Lapswood 18. Okay, Cerulean 6 through 9. And villages 5 through 9. Okay, so I'm going to need to do like a copy, I guess. I'm going to have to copy some of these. So let's go into, okay, Cerulean 6 through 9. And then we're going to have to go down to, is it random villages? Random villages is 9, so let's go all the way to location 9. Random villages, that would be this one. Then we start with what's the next one? Random villages 5. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay. Now, question then becomes, okay, so where's the next? Right, 9, right there. Coin doubling magic, then Lapswood Edge. Challenge further questions. Night school entrance. Night school, Wizard U. That's funny. So I may be able to just use and maybe it's only this part of it too. Maybe just the first part. Maybe it's just this current chapter. That might be the case, right? So these might be just the only ones, and they might correspond to that chapter. Okay. U-Haul, Night School, Princess Prep. Okay, Princess Prep door, window, office, random villages. Random villages 1. Oh. Random villages 1. Okay. Back over here. Let's do this. Okay. So that means that kind of chapter 1 is taken care of, right? Max. Wait a second. Oh. Wait a minute. Random villages 1. Let me check this out here first. Zanzibar the Great. Let's see here. In our realm. Exchange for doing tax collection. He steals. Okay. Okay, so Random Village is one I don't need because it's not extra work. It was existing. It's an existing page. So Random Village is one. I don't need that. I do need these though because they're up in two. They're up in two, that one. So uh all right. Okay, so and this is what I was starting to do, right? Uh or tens on of course managed to steal without its notice. Okay, let's go here. Managed to steal from max without its notice. On the road discovers his money is gone. Okay, so let me Random Village 2 catches up to Zanzibar and confronts him. All right. Okay, so like I said, I don't need one because it's already there. So these are the only ones that I need. These are the ones that actually that needs. So it's copy, and let's go back. Let's open that in a new tab. Now let's go to rooms and let's go to old rooms. Make sure there's nothing in here other than these here. Paste. Okay. All right. Um, let me figure this out. Essentially, it's almost like, and that's only 10 items. That's good. It's almost like that. This is um, what was I gonna say? It's almost like the chapter is almost done already, because that covers most of the chapter until I guess until Max catches him. I think. Okay. All right. So really, what I'm going to do here is instead of using the text, I'm going to what are the differences? Far as I know, there aren't differences. The newest stable release is called LTS 26.1, but is on par with Go 4.5, I believe. see. Where is LTS updates? We don't have an announcement thing here, do we? Discussions, questions. Maybe it's in the LTS updates. We got LTS updates. Term support release. Dev updates. Maybe it's community updates. Stable's now live. Community updates. I guess dev updates, right? Can I get a link to this one in particular? Oh, maybe. Okay, maybe I'll just do it different. Hold on a second. You can learn about it here. Dates. I think. Okay. Anyways, I think that I'm right. Sorry about that. Okay. So, let's see here. Okay. So I'm gonna see if I can use these directly, and I'll have to do the thing. Okay. So what we'll have to do here is now I'm not sure if yeah 4.5.2. So redot 26.2 LTS or 26.1 LTS is equivalent to Godot 4.5.2 apparently. Okay, so in fact, it's gone. The stable release has gone live, so that means I can get that here soon, which I probably will do. I'm running on 4.3 stable, which was on par with Godot 4.3. They did have a 4.4 release, not look that much longer before the LTS version, LTS release. But anywho, let's go ahead and okay, rename the JSON prefixes. Okay, I got it. All right, so this is my old way of doing it, right? Okay, my old way of doing it. Um, Let me think for a second. I don't know what title is going to be which though. I guess I have to open all of them in the deal, and then I have to determine which ones were the titles. In fact, do I still have this up? I do still have this up. So even though I'm not really gonna like change this or use it that much, I'm going to compare this to that so I know where the title pages are supposed to go. So so let's just do that. Open with text editor. Okay. Zanzibar the Great, running towards okay. So this is actually the first one, the first page here. Escapes into the land. So this this is escaping from police. This is he's going into okay, random villages, right? So This goes to random villages also. This goes to random villages also, because I guess we got three different points of decision here. And then this is random villages here. Does a few tricks that would correspond to the second one. So this is the second. This is the second title. Oop, what did I do? Okay, so this is the first title. Uh, okay. This is the second title. All right. Okay, so this is all about. There we go. Where are we on? We're on Villages 6. Let's go all the way back. That Villages 6, Villages 6. Max attends one of his shows, so let's go back up to Villages 6, 7, 8. Nine. Coin in hand says some of the magic words. Opens his hand to reveal 2 coins and then asks members of the audience to trust him. After a few of the patrons win money, everyone starts trying to give them their money a couple of times. Okay. So that's it really. So really we just have the two titles, right? We have the first one, which is the first like the main title page thing, the first one, and that corresponds to that one, and then we have two. So in reality, um, this one and this one, and we come to this one. So basically, this is just part of that chapter, which is I think chapter 7, right? It's chapter 7. Okay, so all right. Okay, so this first one is going to be title 1, of course. Page 0. Okay, let's do something here. And we are renaming this to chapter 7, right? Because we're working on chapter 7, I believe. Yeah. Yeah. So, chapter 7 here. And this is, let me think here. I don't have to worry. No, I'll add the text is what I'll do. I'll add the text. Okay, so let's just do that first. Um, we're just gonna add it directly in here. We're gonna add it directly underneath. So that, like that. And I'm gonna go back to the text file and we are going to go ahead and we're going to copy this. Well, let's see something here. Let me think about something. Be starting something. Got to be starting something. Wanna be starting something. Got to be starting something. Hard to get over. Yeah, but you'd love to get under. Yeah, you're stuck in the middle. You just want to be starting something. You want to be starting something. Got to be starting something. You want to be starting something. Got to be starting something. Get over it. But you love get under. Yeah, yeah. You're stuck in the middle. Okay, so I'm going to do a little. I'm going to do a little manual work here. I'm going to go and put this under here. That's the whole text here. Control C. And we are going to go ahead and I don't know. Let me think for a second. I have to do something before I merge, is all I'm saying. So why don't I just go ahead and do the renames like I was saying. So this one is Title 1 here. And then Random Villages here. This one is Title 2, right? So if I go here, this is Title 1, then does a few tricks for the locals. That's Title 2. Okay. Alright. So, whoop. What did I do that for? Let's do this again. Okay. So, this first one. Okay, we're going to rename. So, we're going to rename these two. Alright. So, let's go ahead and actually close these. Oh. Close, 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 close. Okay, so the next thing I want to do here then is I want to this is okay, these are the old rooms. Okay, I'm gonna close that. And then what I want to do here is let's go back to rooms. Where's chapter 7? Let's see something here for a second. Zanzibar the Great. That is Title 1. 007 T1P0. Okay. Alright, let's check that out. Here, let's do that. Wait. Wait. Put in tab. All the rooms. This one, let's go to rooms here. Back down, down. Down, and the whole day through. Down. It's what we like to do. Okay, right here. Okay. We'll do a copy here. This. Control C. Rename the prefixes. Where is the thing? Okay. All right, so let's go to old rooms here. Let's rename this. And before I switch anything over, I'll just okay. Alrighty, fine. So I'm gonna rename all of the prefixes here. rename prefixes here. So then we're going to go into random images, rename. We're going to do the same thing, but we are going to make this title 2. And do the same thing here. Rename that. Control V. Hold on. Control C. Rename B. Rename Control V. Rename V. And rename Control V. Okay, so now I need to actually do the individual pages because these are subsequent pages. So we're going to rename this to page 1. Rename this 4. Rename this page 3. And rename this no, escape. Wait, is it Cerulean 6? Oh, let's go over here. Cerulean 6 is 1. Cerulean 7, rename that to rename this as page 3. I think that's how that goes. Okay. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pardon me. I don't like doing sneezes, but sometimes you just gotta do it, I guess. Rename to 4. Rename to 3. Rename to 2. And rename this one to 1. Now, all I did was I renamed these. Okay. Open text editor. Zanzibar the Great, con artist tries to escape. Okay, and then this one's page. What am I doing? It's still wrong, isn't it? Yes, yes, yes. Oh, let's do that again. This is supposed to be 0. 6 is supposed to be 0. Rename this 1. Rename this 2. Rename this 3. Okay. Now if I'm right, go in text editor. Okay, 6. right? So managed to escape it, police into land. So that's just this first part really that does that. No, I guess the second part though. Oh, Codex, OpenAI Codex, huh? Okay, so 7, 6. Uh, okay. That's right. That's right. Okay, so everything kind of looks okay, right? It looks good, right? And then this is where it does the coin doubling stuff. And then that's what goes into back over to here. Because that covers everything up until here. And then this is where that had started. So we'll leave those in, of course. And then I'll try to run the Python on these. Whoa, 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 whoa. What? No, darn you. Okay, I realized what I did. Okay, so okay, so now we need to do. Let's see if we can do the thing in here. Update all prefixes. Then, oh, you know what? Oh, okay. So I did forget. The one thing I did forget is I forgot to get the meta data. I should worry about the metadata. You know that? I can move them manually, so I don't have to do the metadata. In which case it'll try to run it, but open in terminal. Let's do Python 3 step 2 update all prefixes .5. Now I won't be able to do the metadata because it's not there, which is completely fine. I'm not even that worried about that. I'll just fix it when I need to fix it. See, renaming the metadata files should know metadata, so it doesn't need to rename anything. Um, so what this should mean is I should be able to open these, and I should be able to see that all that, including the doors, are updated except for the last one. We'll see, I guess. Darn it. Let's see if it did everything right. T1, P1, P2, P3, 7, 8, 9, which is fine. 7, 8, 9. P2, P0, random villages, which is fine. P1, random villages, 5. Okay. Page 2, page 3, page 4, which is 6, 7, and 8. 7 and 8. And page 5. And then door to the last wood is not there because That's a different door. That's a different thing, and that's all right. Okay, so what's the next thing? The next thing is that I need to actually provide titles to these. And of course, the first one's going to be Zanzibar the Great. That's fine. Reformat pages. Okay. So now we need to manually retitle the pages within the JSON files. Manually title each room and page. Okay, so then we do that. Okay. See, update names from label. See, so open with text editor. This is so I start with the label and then it should fix the rest. So this is Zanzibar. Great. And it's going to be all capitals just because the file names. So I'm going to leave them like that. Okay. Let's see if we can get this little first part here done and reintegrated before in 15 minutes. We'll see. Okay, this is called Zanzibar the Great. Okay, we're going to leave that. And this one, let's see, enters, okay. Zanzibar the Great, he's escaping the police on foot, and he ducks into one of the hotels, right? So this one, he's going to the hotels, and so right, so he's ducking into the two, either one of the two hotels or the little bar in between. Okay, so um, and they're all three kind of do the same thing, and so I would kind of name them the same, like whatever. But well, maybe I should name them the same. Yeah, into the Wizards Convention. Just another wizard. Okay, I'll call it just another wizard. We're gonna do that. And we're gonna copy each of the three choices to that too because they're essentially the same. They're not actually the same location though, so that's a thought. Because that is just gonna be if you went in the same place, how to do it. If there were choices that were the same choice, these are different choices. So maybe I shouldn't call it that. Uh, but he's doing the same thing, but they're different locations. I don't know. Should I name it Lilliput as the name? Because that's the hotel he's ducking into. This is a little bit different. It's essentially uh. Let me check something here, guys. Oh, nobody's chatting. That's fine. Then I guess that's okay. Uh, okay. So I'm just another wizard. So these are ultimately lead to the same thing, but they're different locations, right? Um, Okay, I'll do it like this. Ducking to the Lee fusion like that. Control C. Okay, and then we'll go into here, and it'll be the same title, but it'll be the other left askew. Checking into the left askew, and then finally for this one, Gulliver's ducking into the Gulliver. How about that? How about ducking into the Gulliver, just like that? You know, it's consistent. Gulliver's bar and whatever, right? Okay, so this one is random villages. Okay. If I was being funny, now this would have to be in later where I have sound and audio and stuff. I should have him enter in just like Marty McFly does in 1950s Hill Valley and like play Mr. Sandman. Although I couldn't get away with it legally, though I'd have to get some rights to be able to play that. But I'm just picturing in my mind uh, Marty approaching town and then looking at how different everything is in the 50s as opposed to the 80s. Uh, so okay, so he's prepared close the restaurant towards the direction of village. Leaves Zanzibar and wanders a random direction. A new beginning. Okay, fine. A new beginning. Appeared in a close-up restaurant. The Wizards fill Zanzibar in with some pertinent information and then off toward the direction of a village. I don't really know what the idea that was. Um, Wanders in a random direction before coming to the small village. To a small village, okay. A whole new world. We're gonna do it like that. Whole new world just for funsies. And then we're gonna go to page 2. This one. The first page 1 here. The Shedding Shetland. Shedding Shetland. We're just gonna leave it like that. Okay, that's the title. Let's go to the next one. Toss down large spell in the bars, ends her, needs some initial cash to run into scams, comes up with 3 ways to get it. Hit 1 to attempt to wow tavern patrons with the mind reading act. Hit 2 to use Cups and Balls illusion to distract patrons so Corvus can grab a few coins. Hit 3 for get Corvus to lift a few coins from the burly patron's coin purse. Okay, so that's what we're dealing with. Okay. Uh, the mind reader. Okay, we'll do that. Mind reader. And then the next one is going to be a tiny distraction. I'm sure I've used a tiny distraction elsewhere, but we'll leave it here for right now. Uh, and decide to click to change it later if I need to. Okay.